Hello and welcome to this week's class, and we're going to be talking about precision teaching. So our goal is to go over the provincial capitals and have you memorize each one using a precision teaching style of instruction. So the key features of precision teaching are that it uses a standard acceleration chart. It uses rate as the defining unit of measure. The target behavior is pinpointed to specific dimensions. The predetermined set of targets for learning, and there are defined learning channels of input and output. So we'll go to the next one. So we'll talk about learning channels first. It's basically the antecedent stimuli that sets the discriminative stimulus for the action or behavior that the person's going to emit. So in the example here, you've got the Yogorilla card that says Flutterfly. So the client sees that card and then does the action that's printed on that card. So we're going to be using See-Say as our learning channel. And in order to design this program, we had to pinpoint the exact behaviors that we wanted all the class to learn. So precision teaching involves a target behavior that's countable and observable. In this one, saying the names of the provinces and their capitals on the flashcards. The timing period is well defined, so you all will have 30 seconds to do your timings, and defining the correct and incorrect contingencies for the learner. So when you get a correct card, you're going to place it in a pile of the other correct cards, and then when you get an incorrect card, you're going to put it in a separate pile to do your error correction. Precision teaching programs also have a set aim that specifies the target number of correct and incorrect responses in a timing session. So your goal is going to be to have 10 correct and 0 incorrect in one timing session. And so you're going to define the target frequency. So that would be saying one capital or one province per second. And then aim is usually defined by referencing the norm. So if you think that this might be too much for your learner, you might ask someone else their age to do the program, and that will give you an appropriate aim for your learners. And the next defining feature of precision teaching is fluency. So it's accurate and high frequency behavior that we want. Fluency usually leads to longer performance retaining and the skill endures through distracting environmental conditions, and it's more likely to be applied in new learning situations. The standard acceleration chart is probably the best known feature of precision teaching. It visually displays correct and incorrect responses over time, and the acceleration refers to the increase or decrease in slope on the graph, depicting the incorrect and correct responses in a timing period. So we're going to go over standard acceleration charts in another video because there's a lot to know about graphing. But right now I'll tell you about our method of instruction, which is the SAFMEDS method. In this method, you say all fast, a minute every day shuffled. It's evidence-based, and we've done this before in our class where we did the ABA Olympics. So we'll be using flashcards and a stopwatch, and our learning channel is See-Say. So you're going to see the province and say the capital, or you're going to see the capital and say the province. And the pinpoints are the target number of flashcards to say correctly in 1 minute. So our goal is going to be 10. And 26. And fluency is achieved through the daily timing. So the more that you practice, the more fluent you'll be with the provinces and capitals. And the error correction is to take your incorrect pile after a timing and read those cards aloud for practice.